Hey guys, welcome back to Stitchy Pieces. I am so glad you're here, and I am excited to show a lot of cross-stitch whips with you today. I have a big pile next to me. It's been over a month, I think, since I did my last whip update. So yeah, my husband had COVID and I had quarantined my space off and wasn't going anywhere near to try to keep us all healthy, and thankfully, thank you to God, it worked. Only my husband got it and my kids, and I did not. I'm especially careful because my son had a stroke. He was 7 at the time, had a stroke after COVID last time, so it makes me very nervous. So anyways, my room has been quarantined off, and so I haven't been able to film. I was going to film an update a little bit sooner than this, but it's been a while, so I have a huge pile of whips here, and I'm excited to show them to you. So this will be a large batch, and you know what? I wanted to get something else. I'm going to pause this, go grab something else, because I got another project I bought myself. I turned 40 this next week. No, the end of this week. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be 40. I cannot believe I'm going to be 40. Anyway, so I bought myself a little present of a different type of craft, and I've been having fun with it, but I forgot it. So I'm going to go grab that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, I do, like I said, have a new type of project that I think is really fun, and I think multiple people might like, but I'm going to save that to the end because it's something a little bit different. So, whew, out of breath from running down the stairs. Alright, let's get started. Oh, I did get a comment on my last video or two that the zipping was hurting people's ears and was too loud. I'm sorry. I will do my best. I remembered it for this time to open all my bags, but I have little kids around and I cannot just leave things unzipped while I'm doing this, or I will lose needles. I lose them anyways, and I don't want anybody stepping on them. So I will be zipping my bags closed. And I'm sorry if there's extra noise. If it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. I'm sure there's other channels probably that might work better, but I gotta do what I gotta do here, so you will hear some noises, so I don't know. Sorry. Okay, so the first one I have to show is a button and beaded kit from Mill Hill. This is an older one that I got on eBay. I think it was from 2002 or 2001 or something. It's called Summer Picnic, and it looks like that, and I just thought that was so cute. I am a little disappointed because I really like this B button, and their new kits, their B looks different, so I don't like the button as much, but I still think it's super cute. So I have started this one. It's really hot up here. I have started this one, and if you watched my last video, I showed how I made my own reversible magnetic Mill Hill frame to stitch in, and this has been working out so nicely for me. So this is where I have gotten to, and I've done the flag, and I filled in these buttons and some red buttons here, and I've gone down the side a little bit. Obviously you can see through there, but so I haven't gotten super far, but I did get a little ways, and I wanted to work on it a little bit and test this frame. So it works really well. I've been using it in just a lap stand, or my big stand that holds it on the top, and it holds it perfectly. It works great. So here's my little one that I made to go with it for the smaller kits. But this has been working really well. If you want and haven't seen, I do have a tutorial on how I made this in the video previous to this one. So anyways, Mill Hill Buttons and Beads, I worked on that one. And what else did I do? Let's see here. Next one I worked on was a stocking for my son. Let me find a picture. This is Dimensions kit. I just made a photocopy of the front cover to keep in my bag here. So this is for my littlest, and he picked out this one. And I've started in the middle and gone this way, and I filled in a big chunk. Mostly what I've been doing is background, and then this tree is all back stitch. So I haven't gotten a ton of that back stitching done, but I did start some of it. But I did get quite a bit of that background done. So, it'd be fairly big. I feel like the light's kind of blowing it out. This is on like a light blue fabric. So, it's pretty cute. Just all this blue is a half stitch, so it goes pretty fast, but that's a lot of that color. Let's see. Ooh, I'm not used to wearing my hair down. Usually it's up, and I am hot. Plus, it's just really hot in my upstairs. Okay, next one I worked just a little bit on. Do I have a picture? Yes. This is a gold petite from 2001 called Splendor at Night. I had gotten this one off of eBay a while ago. I saw it a long time ago, wanted it, finally found it. And then worked on it a little bit and put it away, but I pulled it back out. It's hard because it's on a navy fabric, but I was doing some stitching outside, and I found out that that helps because it's brighter. So normally I stitch at night and it's just dark and hard to see after my kids go to bed. Oh, see now, where's the needle? Oh, there it is. Okay. But this one, I put it on my stand and I did it outside, and so you can see I was able to see through it and actually stitch it better, but yeah, so I've started in the middle and I'm just doing kind of, I filled in some more of that, like, church building. So, I didn't do a ton on that one, but I did do a little bit. Next one is a newer kit I bought. I think I showed this in the last one, that I had bought a bunch of magic needle kits that I liked, and I started 2 of them. I might have shown, oh, where is it? Okay, oh, there it is. I might have shown this. I can't remember if I did or not, so I'll show it now. Like I said, it's been so long, so maybe this was what I showed last time. Most of the other ones I know I worked on. This one I might not have. But it's Magic Needle Winter Cottage. And if you know me, you know that I really like houses and like winter scenes. Now, I just barely started this one and did not get very far, but started in the middle, somewhere around this like door and yeah, top of the door area. So just a little start. I'll probably work on that one more as we are in the like fall and winter season. Sorry for the crinkling noise. Don't want to lose my pieces. Okay. The next one I worked on that I hadn't done for a little while is, great, I'm not going to be able to find the chart. I have a whole bunch of charts in here all together. There they are. So these are the Little House Needleworks Hometown Holiday series, and the one that I worked on today, or this time, was Main Street Station. And so that one's just really cute. I finished up some of the house and the trees, and I started over here. So there's that one. And I'm just using DMC. I think I did have the green, like, variegated specialty thread for that tree, but you can't even tell anyway, so I might as well have just used DMC. Anyways, that one's cute. That's the 4th one that I have done. Here's the other ones that I have completed if you haven't seen them before. I'm going to split them all up and finish them, I don't know, somehow. Flat fold maybe. I have a few more to go, but that one's probably half or more done. So worked on that one. I have a little teeny start and finish, and also another little start. These, I don't, well, maybe I can show you like the corner. So these are from Shannon Christine Designs, her Facebook group. She gave these out for free last year. So let's see if I can, no, let me see. So there's like a little green mug. That's the one I just started in. This is the one I started and finished, was a little red mug. Okay, so there is the red mug, and I did this, I think this is, pretty sure this is 14 count, so they're pretty small, you can see. Obviously if you did it on a smaller count it'd be even smaller, but I just wanted it to make a little ornament for gifts, so I think one will be for my youngest and one will be for my oldest son. And then I just barely started, I don't even know which direction this goes, I think it might go like that way. I just barely started the green one. But those are quick, really quick, cute little stitches. So I did those. Let's see, I'll save that one for later because that was like where I spent most of my time. Whoops. I zipped what I already had opened. Sorry for the zipper. Okay, this one is this Little House. Yes, this one also is Little House Needleworks. It's Kringles. I've seen a lot of people do this one. I really love it, and I'm just really slow going. Started in the middle, all the pages connect in the middle, and I hate that, trying to find out where I am, so I quickly went off this direction, finished this guy, and now I've kind of just been, I just filled in some of the brickwork a little bit. So that's what I did this time. And this is Mushroom Lugana, I think, like 28 count. So you can see where I kind of started and then went off to the top there. There is a little bit, sorry, my lighting is just never great in here, but there's a little bit of, what is it, like Krynic or gold shimmer. I don't know if you can see like where the candles are and on his clothing. It's just really shadowy light, I'm sorry. But that one's fun, so I worked on that for a little while when I just wanted like block colors to fill in. Next one that I did, okay, so, oh, there's two in here. Okay, so I have this one, and I showed you it before. It's Mini Peaceful Harbor by Jane Wooster Scott and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So I really like that pattern. I started it originally down in the bottom on some fabric that I had that was, I think this is 32 count Easy Grid, but it's so tiny. I thought, so I had this fabric from a bigger project and I just couldn't do it because it was too tiny. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try a smaller project because this one's a little bit smaller. Maybe I can do it. And yes, oh, this lighting is making me very mad. Let me see if I can turn you. Hold on. Don't mind my dog and my kids' mess. Other son drew me a little fall artwork. Hopefully that lighting's a little bit better. Anyways, okay, it's very small. And it's so hard to see it, so I decided I'm starting over. And it's not going to be super thick, so, okay. So this is what I'm doing. I've now started over, and I started in the top corner, and I'm like working my way down. So I did a little bit of clouds, but I kind of want to do this edge so I can like sometimes do the clouds when I'm bored, sometimes move it in and actually see a building. So I kind of just did corner and then went straight down. I'm doing this tent stitch because that's how I do all my full coverage because I just don't have time to do a full cross. I'm doing it tent stitch. This is 18 count fabric, but I'm only doing 2 strands. So it is a little sparse in the darker spots. I really hate doing more strands than that. So I'm hoping it looks okay. The lighter spots look fine, and this is CXC thread, so it's a little bit fluffier. I don't know, I'm going to have to see how it goes, but like I literally just started this a day or two, so it's in my hoop. But like this part, I feel like is totally fine, but down here, it gets a little sparse. I don't know. I think I'm just going to continue to go with it, and possibly I could do 3 strands in the dark spaces. I don't know. So I have this option, or I could go back to this, which was just tent stitch 1 strand, so that uses even less thread. But it's hard on my eyeballs, especially since I'm turning 40. I know a lot of you are older than me and can do much smaller than me, but I don't have the greatest eyes. Anyway, those are my 2 that I had started for Mini Peaceful Harbor, and I just like that picture, and I think it's cute. Okay, moving on. Make sure that doesn't fall over. Okay. Another one I worked not for long on, just for a short little stint, but got a few stitches in, was this Luca S cross stitch kit, the Bird Summer. Like I've said before, I absolutely love the colors in this pattern. Started in the middle, went up here, got a lot of this done, coming down here now, and did some of the bird. I probably should have waited on the bird, because then I won't want to do the other stuff, but that's okay. Let's see, it goes this direction. Sorry, everything's wrinkly because it just is what it is when it came off of my hoop and into my bag. I don't iron stuff till the end. But the colors in there are so pretty. It does have so many color changes. Like, you just do a few stitches of a color and then you have to swap to a new color. But I just think it's so pretty. So, filled in a lot of that bird's face right there. Oh, and this one and a few others, thank you to whoever, I can't remember who it was. Someone in my comments told me that I could contact Luca S and they would send me a PDF. And I had no idea that Luca S did that. And I have like 3 or 4 of their patterns. So I tried. I messaged them and showed them that I had the kits and everything, because one of the problems that I have with them is that they have like these big pages and it's just takes me longer to like find the symbols, especially when there's only like a few on this one. And so using Pattern Keeper is just way faster for me. So they actually do send you a PDF. So I got a PDF for all my Luca S kits. So thank you to whoever told me that. That was so helpful. I was super excited that that actually worked, and it's helping me work on these more, so I'm really excited. So I got it for this and a couple of the Christmas ones that I'll show you. I did have problems with one of them. The pattern, it was like a partial page on one and a full page on another, and so Pattern Keeper couldn't put it together. So I had to like improvise and take in do one sheet as a new project. So one project has like 7 different files in Pattern Keeper for me. But still, that's easier than doing the paper. So, whoever told me, thank you, thank you, thank you. It really works. If you have Luca S kits and you want it in a PDF, they will send you a PDF. So, that was awesome. So, that helped me move along on this one a little bit more. And, let's see. Speaking of Luca S, let's see if I can find the other ones that I did. Yeah, this one. I love this one, too. This was the first Luca S kit that I had gotten, and it was Christmas Eve. I just love it so much. I just feel like it's so beautiful. I had a page finish already, like last year or early this year, and I'm just kind of working this way. So I have a little bit more. I did do work since I got the PDF. Way easier. I actually want to pull this out again now. Definitely will be coming out for Christmas time. But I filled in this majority of this chunk because I had that PDF file. Pattern a lot. It's going to be decently large, but yeah, it's pretty. So I worked on that one a little bit after I got the PDF for it. This is the one that the pages didn't quite match up, so I had to like improvise and make multiple files, but it works well enough for me. Let's see. I will say it's not made for like, well, I don't know how they make them, but it's not made like as a normal pattern that would go into Pattern Keeper. So like you can't search, or it doesn't highlight colors. So like my highlighting is all gray because I can't. Oh, maybe that's what it is. It uses Anchor Floss, and there's no numbers. I don't know what the number is for the Anchor Floss, so I just had to have it like shade gray. So when it shades it out in Pattern Keeper, it just goes all gray instead of like by the color, which makes it slightly harder to find my spot sometimes, but not bad. Okay, did I do another? No, I guess I didn't do the other. I had one other Luca S kit that I had transferred over, but I didn't work on that one. What I did do was start a magazine pattern. This one you can buy also, I know, on Etsy. Gosh, what is her name? super like common. It's Erin Congdon, which her shop is something with an S, I think, on Etsy. Now I'm spacing, I'm blanking. But I know you can buy this pattern, but you can also get it, like I've said before, through that Readly app. They have cross stitch magazines, and that's where I got it. This was from Cross Stitcher. I don't know which year, but one of the Cross Stitcher. I think this is it's on the cover of it, so you could find it, but it's Puddles or something. Puddles and Paddles. I just think it's really cute. Ducks. This isn't the greatest printout, obviously, from that, but I just barely started on this one. Where did I start? Started up in this corner. So I just have a small start. But I wanted to work on that one, and this is just on 14 count, like cheap, I don't know, Hobby Lobby Ada or something. So just a little start. But I thought it was cute, and I think it would be super cute, like they do it as a little pillow or something for the spring. So I started on that one. Let's put that back away. Okay. Next up, I worked just a little bit. I had made a mistake, so I spent a bunch of time trying to figure out where I was and what I did wrong on this. But this was a Dimensions Winter Cabin. I've started in the middle, so I'm kind of just in this like boring under the deck blackness over here. So maybe that's why I kind of lose my excitement about it, because I'm like just boring black. But somehow I messed up one of these, like where the posts will go. It's like too thick or something got messed up. I don't know. But I worked on that for a little while. Filled in a bit of that. Again, not a huge, exciting thing to show, but just using all the stuff that came with the kit. I'm sure you've seen that one a lot. That one, I got this kit on Amazon last year for like $15, so I know a lot of people have started that one when it was on sale. Here's another magic needle. Sorry. This is Singing Robins. It kind of reminds me of that other one that I showed you, that Luca S with the birds and the flowers. I never cared to stitch flowers before, but my taste changed. And so recently, I kind of like some floral stuff, but what I'm realizing is the floral stuff is pretty confetti heavy. There's a lot of color changes in there. I started in the middle. Where am I? Is there, I don't even know if there's a bee yet, but I'm like somewhere in these purple flowers here. Just using all the kit stuff. This is on a 14 count. It's like a light blue. I think it's this way. So, yeah, there's quite a few different pinky purples in that small section. I wish that this company also would do PDF, because that would help me be faster. I'm finding that some of these patterns, especially theirs, I think, hold on, let me ignore the crinkles, turn down your volume. I feel like the colors are not actually the colors that you stitch. I can't find the page I was working on. There it is. Yeah, so the colors aren't exactly, I'll give you a quick peek, aren't exactly like the color that you stitch, so you might be stitching a purple, but it kind of looks like whitish or blue or something. I don't know. For some reason it's a little bit trickier for me to like find where I'm working on, but not horrible, just harder than some of the other ones that I have. But I do really like their patterns. And I bought a bunch, if you saw my last video. So that's Magic Needle, and it's on Zweigart fabric. I like them a lot. Next up, we're kind of like all over the place in seasons here. I have winter stuff, and I have spring stuff. This one was from on Etsy. I cannot remember the shop name. It's like Swans on the Lake or Swan Lake or something like that. I just think it's so pretty. I started this, I think earlier this year, like January or something, wanting to have it to be spring. I started in the middle. I've got some of this church and some flowers. And I've just kind of been filling in some of the missing spots on there. This is on 20 count easy grid, I believe. And again, I do like half, like tent stitch. Just really love like how vibrant it is. It's going to be huge, I guess. I mean, what's new? I have a million huge projects. And I do want them finished at some point, obviously. But I think I'm like in the middle. I'm a half process stitcher, half want things finished. And so I pick projects that I want the image, like I want it on my wall as artwork. So, but I like stitching it. I know I won't get everything done. However, there's some that are just like some patterns that are so cute that I haven't bought, and I would love to stitch them just for the process of stitching them. But I know I wouldn't do anything with it. Like, it's cute, but what would I do with it? And I feel like I probably would lose motivation only having it just be cute. So I don't buy some of those patterns. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, I buy stuff that I would want to like put on my wall. So I do want it done eventually. But I'm okay with slow going. This one I could not ever find the kit, so I ended up getting this pattern off Etsy. It's winter geese. The reason I got this is because this is exactly what it looks like out my window. However, there's the barns on the other side. But I have this like cornfield, and in November all the geese come and flock. And I mean, it looks like this. Now we don't get a ton of snow, but it gets gray and stuff. So it's close enough. But I really like the peaceful like feeling of that. Like I can feel it. I can feel being there. So this one I did, like I said, it's not the kit. I couldn't find the kit forever, so I gave up looking for it. This is on some fabric that I dyed myself. And it works well enough and looks pretty decent. So I worked on that. I filled in a wing and a little bit of the barn. Yeah, I just love the feel of that one. Maybe one day that one will be done on my wall. I just need more hours in my day to stitch. Okay, what else? Whew, it is seriously hot up here. Okay, this one, I might have shown you this. I can't remember if I did this in my last video or not. This is Artisy, God Shed His Grace by Abraham Hunter. I love Abraham Hunter. Got multiple of his going on. So originally I started in the middle, and I was getting really annoyed because this barn and roof and mountain, whatever I'm working on, I think it's the roof, is a bunch of different colors, and I was getting annoyed. Because sometimes I can work on a few, like multiple colors, and other times I just want to like finish a string before I have to move on. So I decided to count up, and I hope I didn't make any mistakes. But I decided to count up and go to a corner. I saw somebody else doing a corner start where they like did diagonal, and so I was like, I'm gonna try diagonal stitching. So this one's super wrinkly, sorry. This one is on, this was one of the first ones I got. So this was 20 count easy grid, and this one is 4 strands because I thought that's what you had to use. It's really thick. It has good coverage, but I hate doing the 4 strands, did I? I think I did keep it up in the corner though. Yeah, so this is a 4 strand one. 4 strands, tent stitch. So these like, I can tell a little bit more what it is now versus when I'm working on it, but obviously there's like mountains and stuff in the back and the roof. Just had quite a few color changes, but I switched and counted off and went up here and decided I'm going to start doing like a diagonal fill-in. So I just did a little bit of that. That's my plan, to start going diagonally filling in, or I can do that when I get bored and go to the middle. And maybe this one will get a little bit more work on it that way, because I tend to not pull it out as much. I think because it's like kind of drab colors, it's not as exciting. But I love the image, so I need to work on that one more. We have 2 left. This one, again, is like a fall feeling. Had this one for a long time. Artisy, The Way It Used to Be by Chuck Pineson. I love a lot of his pictures too. I mean, there's so many patterns I wish I could stitch. I just love that feeling of this one. I feel like I need to pull it out. Towards the end of summer and fall, it really makes me want to pull it out. You can just feel the crisp like air in there. I started up here and I've gone down and I did more work on the barn and I actually got to like the bottom part of the barn now. So this one I originally started, it was my very first full cross stitch, full coverage that I ever bought and started. It's on 18 count. And so I started with full cross and I realized it's going to take me forever, and so I ended up switching to half cross. But I don't think you can't really tell. And even if you could, I don't care. So look at how that just pops. It's so different when you film and you see it kind of like from afar on the camera versus when you're stitching it. It makes you want to work on them more. Yeah, I like it. I do. So I'm going to have to work on this one too for fall. So I worked on that some more. I did stitches in the barn and then this whole like bottom section. Oh, I like you. I like you, picture. Alright. And the very last one is the one that I spent the most time on. So I saved it for last. I started this last time, so it's still a pretty new start, but I have gotten a lot of stitches in it. And the reason is because it's got a lot of a lot of blockish colors. So I can fill in the color and then move on to my next strand. I do park, and I have parked in this one, but I like to cross country and finish a thread. Anyway, this is Countryside Christmas by Rosemary Berlin from Stitches So Beautiful. And Busy Mom Stitcher, I think is her name. There's another YouTube channel. I think she's newer, but I've recently found her. I really like her. She's got a lot of patterns I like. She's also doing this. I'll see if I can find the exact name and link her below. But I just love that there's so much going on, because I feel like you could stitch up here and there's kids, and over here there's a barn, and you've got the tractor, the truck, and animals, and a sleigh, and a house. Like, I feel like there's a lot of action in this one. But for now, I started down here, and I went up here, and then this is when I saw about doing the corner diagonal stitch. I decided, let's try that with this one. And so what I did was I didn't want to lose where I was, because this is on 22 count like hardanger, and it's not gridded, and I didn't want to lose my spot. So I hopefully very carefully went up the side all the way to the top. And then I took it and I'm going diagonally down from there. I'm not like a die-hard with it. I mean, I'm just mostly doing it and then kind of filling in. So I'm doing that, and I must be, where am I? I must be up around in here, because there's some more confetti type stitches that are coming in. But I got, I don't know, like thousands of stitches in this one. So I do have parked threads. So that is what it is. Let me straighten them out a little bit. Far enough back. So that is how tall it will be. So that's the bottom part where I originally started. And again, these are all, there's a gnat flying in my face. These are all, this is 22 count hardanger, and this is tent stitch 2/1. So you can see how I went up the side just to make sure like I didn't totally screw up my counting. And also the reason I did that was somehow I screwed up in here, and so I didn't want to keep counting off where I screwed up, so I thought, well, I'll go up here and fill down and fix my mistake as I get down there. So that is where I am. And the sky is so pretty. You can see like variation in color a little bit in there. So yeah, that's how big that one will be. But thousands of stitches. I think I've done like 10,000 stitches or something in this. So I was focused on this a lot. I just recently put it away to pull out one of the other ones because I finally had enough. But I really love that one too. So, phew, if you made it through all of that, oh, I didn't show you. If you made it through all of that, thank you. And let me show you my birthday present to myself. So I was seeing on, I've seen, shoot, I don't remember her channel. She hasn't made a video for a while. Some Stitching Cabin, I think, maybe? Something with cabin. She had made this like beautiful blue goldwork butterfly, and I was trying to find information about it, and I could not find it forever. But I recently started searching like goldwork and bead embroidery, and found all these different things, and I just really love it because I love sparkly things too. But I wasn't sure what to buy, how to do my own, so I decided to look for like a pattern. And so I found an Etsy shop, craft shop online, and I bought 2 embroidery patterns. Sorry for the crinkle, it's all stuck closed again. Okay, so these are bead embroidery patterns, and this one is the purple butterfly, and it's like, can be made as a brooch, but I'm going to make it as an ornament. So I bought 2, one for each of my kids. They both love to chase and catch butterflies. But I just love all the pretty sparkly beadwork in that. So I bought that one, and that's what I'm working on, and I'll show you that in a second. And here's the other one that I bought. This one has a bunch of sequins. So I've never done any of this kind of thing before, but I thought it sounded fun. And it comes with like all the beads that you would need. Everything's like separated out, although I think if you lose one, you're like in trouble because they only send you like exactly what you need. So there's like seed beads, and this is kind of like a rhinestone chain. It's not gonna focus. Anyway, it's very sparkly and fun. I have to do it when I can focus a little bit better, because the instructions are not super great, but it's not terrible. So let's show you where I've gotten. I wish that video would show a little bit more like how sparkly things are. Okay, focus camera. If I get my face out of it, it'll focus. There we go. So you put this like gold kind of wire cording around it. Oh, it's not focused as much as I would prefer it to be focused. Anyway, you can see there's like lots of different types of beads, and here's that blue chain. Anyway, it's just sparkly, super sparkly. It uses that monofilament clear, it's like fishing line, like clear thread, which is a little bit challenging to work with. But just, yeah, it's super pretty, and I'm excited to have it done. So I've been working on that, and those are pretty cool. So if you're interested, they have a whole bunch of different kits, and they are bead embroidery kits. That's what they're called, from craft shops online. So those are the 2 that I got. So anyways, thank you for joining me again for another long whip update, and I missed you guys. I hope you're doing well and have a great long stitchy weekend and get lots of extra cross stitching done this weekend. I hope to, but I'll be prepping for camping and my 40th. We're going to be camping for my 40th, so I have lots of work to do, but hopefully I'll get some outdoor camping stitching time done. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.